back to my channel. It's been a while since I did cooking video on here. I have seen all the comments that you guys have been leaving under my last cooking video, which is the vegetable stew. I decided, why don't I remake it, but do it very simple, very quick, because I know that was one of the major comments that you guys used to leave. We're making the same stew, but this time short, simple, and delicious. So the basic ingredients that I normally use for my vegetable stew: carrots, some onions, some bell peppers. You can chop and dice them to the sizes that you desire. Also, the base for the stew is some blended onions, garlic, ginger, some habanero pepper. Before I start the stew, I'm going to cook my protein and set aside. I normally air fry my protein, but this time I decided to steam and fry it because I wanted some of the stock to add more flavor to the stew. Before frying, I always put a piece of onion in the oil to see how hot the oil is. Some people might advise to use a toothpick to see if it bubbles up. It means it's hot enough, but I always use onions because it also adds flavor to the oil. Then I go ahead and fry my chicken until my desired texture and color. Then I go ahead and set the rest of the stock aside. I'm going to need that for later. So I'm going to take part of the oil to start with, add some diced onions, and then add some Esicandyy, which is also anise seeds. It is not mandatory, this is optional. Then add 3 full tablespoons of concentrated tomatoes. Mix everything well together and let it cook for about 1 to 2 minutes until it is like this. Then add your blended onions, garlic, ginger, and habanero pepper. Mix everything well together, cover, and let it simmer for about 2 to 3 minutes. After that, add your crushed tomatoes. It could be canned, it could be chopped, whatever you desire. I add a teaspoon of chicken bouillon because it helps cook the tomatoes very quick and cuts the acidity off. Cover and leave to simmer for about 2 to 3 minutes. Repeat this procedure for about 3 to 4 times until it's cooked. For you to know your stew is ready is if the stew doesn't fall off the ladle easily, then it means your stew is ready. Just like how you see here, for seasoning, I'm using some Sankofa natural spices stew and gravy, curry, and some rosemary. P.S. There is no salt or MSG added in these seasonings. They are all natural spices, and that is why I prefer them. You can use any seasoning of your choice. Then add your carrots. Let it cook for about a minute. Then add the rest of your vegetables, which is the bell peppers and the onions. Then add your chicken stock if you have it. If you don't, taste, and if it needs more seasoning, you add more seasoning. If not, a pinch of salt. I then proceeded to add the rest of the oil to the stew because my stew was looking a little bit dry. Mix well and cover and leave to simmer for about 2 to 3 minutes again. And there you have it. Your stew is ready to be served, and enjoy. Thank you and see you next time.